Morning. I'm just feeding the ewes. They're just getting a little bit of corn at the moment because they'll be hopefully having lambs here in a couple of weeks' time. So I don't really like feeding corn, but because we lamb in April, the ewes tend to just need a bit of corn just to keep them in good condition just before the lamb, so they have plenty of milk. We wouldn't need to feed them as much corn if we were lambing a little bit later, but the trouble is I always find if we lambed a little bit later, then we can't get the lambs fat, and then we need to feed them corn to get them fat in time. I just thought I'd say a little bit about this field here. It's quite an interesting field. It's an organic field. Last year it was winter oats, but in winter 2019 the oats didn't establish that well. There was sort of a crop there, but not a very good one. And there was a lot of gaps in it, and that was partly a soil structure problem and partly just a really wet autumn, so that didn't help us to get it going. Because it was thin, there was enough crop there. I thought, well, rather than let weeds grow in the gaps, because it's organic and I can't spray them out, I decided to plant a bit of clover and then a few herbs, and they did grow. And it did quite well. So, and actually the oats didn't do too badly either in the end as well. So I was really quite happy with the oats, and actually this clover, it did really well, and we managed to fatten quite a lot of lambs on it, and the fattening cattle went out in quite a while, so it's done quite well. And now the ewes are on here just before lambing. They've grazed it right down, which I don't really mind because I'll be ploughing this out in the next couple of weeks because it's going in with spring rape. So they've grazed it right down. They've made a bit of a mess near the feeders, but not too bad. But it must be growing quite well at the moment because the ewes have got some silage available to them, and they're really not eating it very much. So I can only assume that they're getting quite a bit off this clover. So the clover's fixed some nitrogen for us because it's a legume, and we'll plough it up. So what looked like it was going to be a disaster with the winter oats, as it turns out, I've been relatively pleased with, and the clover should be really good for the soil structure because this field it's quite heavy and silty, and it can slump quite badly. So if we can get some root structure through the soil, that's all good. So hopefully it should leave a good soil structure there for the organic spring rape that we'll try and get planted probably sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks if we can. Anyway, thank you. Bye.